Greetings, ladies and gentle readers. I'm Dwyer, and I just finished reading In Clawed Grasp, a Litrpg adventure. And if you couldn't tell, I'm just gonna come out and say I didn't like it very much. I couldn't finish it either. 1100 ratings. I don't know how. Um, Without spoiling anything, I can tell you a lot about this book. It involves a lot of the main character. Not actually, no. Okay, so first he thinks about skills because there's a whole lot of skills, right? And he's got to think about like all of his choices and how that's gonna work. And now the first time it happened, it was okay because he's trying to set up like how he's thinking and how he wants to develop as like a person, I guess, and the direction he just wants to go in life. Okay, great, great, great. When it happens every single frigging level, we got a problem there, kid. No, no. This book, I kid you not, is 1100 pages. It shouldn't be more than 500. You can cut out half of this book. I think this is one of those. I think it's one of those Kindle Unlimited ones where it's like, okay, yeah, Kindle Unlimited. There's a little bit of an overlap for the page count, and this thing is heavily bloated. This thing is so heavily bloated because it's not even bad enough that he thinks about like every single skill that comes along. That's not even the problem. It's not even that he thinks about every skill that comes along and then how that skill is going to interact with this skill and that skill is going to interact with that skill, but he's already got this skill and that skill is going to do that. No, that doesn't. That's not even the worst part. Then he goes to another character and he has like the same stupid discussion. And then sometimes, just for fun, he then goes to another character and does it over again. And he's bragging. The author's bragging right here. It's like there's tens of thousands of possible skills. Yeah. And he's going to talk about every last one of them. And then how they're going to combine. I didn't finish it. 75%. I just said, nope, I'm done. I don't like. I mean, it's only $3.99, so it was like on sale or whatever. I don't know. Thank God for that. But no, I don't know why the author. Okay, I know why the author did it. I think he's padding for Kindle Unlimited to get more money. But yeah, they had something. They had something, but some of the choices that he makes with the skills that he does choose don't make sense, or like the class evolution or whatever doesn't make any sense. And it's just because the author's like, hey, take this because it'll be really cool. It's like, but there's like this guy's doing like frontline fighting. That thing's gonna directly help with that. What do we choose instead? The weirdest thing named ever. That's not gonna help anyone, but the author knows it will, so it's free to take it. It's fine. Now, it would be a little bit better if he was like a selfish dickhead and he was portrayed as a selfish dickhead throughout the entire novel. So the skills he picks and like the class options, because again, lit RPG that he picks reflect the selfishness of his character, right? But he's not portrayed as that way. And then he like picks something completely opposite of what like he needs in the situation. And it's just because like the author told him, it's like, nah, it'll be fine. I know where I'm going with this. It's like, yeah, but the character doesn't. And he's not supposed to be a selfish dickhead. So what's going on here? Who knows? Who cares? Now, the book could be saved. There's an interesting cast of other characters. And if he had meaningful interactions with those characters, you'd still be good. You'd still be good. He doesn't. He doesn't. He spends all of his time, I kid you not, talking about a skill for 5 bloody pages. And then we've got like a couple of sentences with an interaction with another character, nothing real meaningful happening there, and then we're off to something else. And it's just like, okay, why am I supposed to care about these characters? they're not being developed in any way. He has no meaningful interaction with them, except for one. Once accidentally, I think. And then the author was probably like, "Oh man, that took a lot out of me to write that. Let's never do that again." It's like, okay, we won't. And there goes all meaningful interaction with those side characters. It's unfortunate. Unfortunate. You can tell here he becomes a gargoyle. Again, who knows why he chooses to, no, we know why. Sorry. We know why he chooses to be a gargoyle. Out of all the options available, the author has told him that this is going to be a really great thing to pick, despite the fact there are so many more things that sound really, really freaking amazing. But no, he's going to be a gargoyle, because, I don't know, why? It's not like he's some kind of loner that likes hanging out on tall buildings. But yeah, sure, whatever. He's a gargoyle, and things happen that don't matter, and then we just get random skills that they don't matter either. But don't worry, he trains very, very hard with those random skills. Because once again, the author commits the cardinal sin of telling us that a month passes, training and whatever, who cares? Or how, like, weeks ago, he really worked on this, but it all happens off screen, so to speak, so it's just like the author snapping his fingers and having things happen. Man, I just reviewed Flight of Chiron and Order of Chiron, and you can see exactly what I was referring to. This is 1100. 1100 frigging ratings here. Horribly overinflated. Horribly overinflated. And this isn't even 1/10 as good as Order of Chiron. But this very, very quick, like instant gratification writing, sort of, so to speak, where he's instantly getting this and instantly getting this because he trained a week earlier, or he trained for a month, and now we can do things. Like it's unfortunate. So yeah, you're not going to be invested in the character because there's no reason to. You're not going to really like the side characters because they barely exist. A lot of the time, they're mostly just yes men to the main character. Did I miss anything? Not really. You would think for 1100 pages I'd have a lot more to say about the book, but when half the book is just talking about skills and skills interaction, what are you possibly going to say? There's nothing to talk about. So yeah, pick this up if you suffer from insomnia. This thing could seriously help you out there. Absolutely, 100%. There's a lot of chapters in here that will take some melatonin, fall right to sleep. Fall right to sleep. I won't be reading the second one. No reason to. No reason to whatsoever. Will not be reading the second one. Sucks I read this one. Well, most of it. Most of it anyway. If anyone did read it, do tell me how it ended, because I'm never going to go back and find out. I'm going to instead purge my brain from this, and hope I never find something like it ever again. Which is weird. Which is weird because I remember that I did check out Royal Bodyguard, and I thought, if I remember correctly, I think Royal Bodyguard was actually kind of interesting. Short, 181 pages. But that one was interesting. I think the problem is, like, he just tried to swing for the fences after the success of Royal Bodyguard, and he just wasn't there yet. He just wasn't there yet. So he tried to force it, and no. Unfortunate. Either way, that's In Clawed Grasp. Avoid it if you can. And if you can't, good luck. Let's go pick another book to read. I'll see you next time.